Hey magical people, welcome back to the channel. I am Tiffany for those who are new here. So we're going to chat a little bit about Mars moving into Virgo. And with this energy, I was actually hearing that song from Rihanna, Shut Up and Drive, which is very pertinent for this energy. So this is really silencing some of that mental chatter and actually taking the actions that you have been wanting to take surrounding something that is new or fresh, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury and Mars is a very active planet, and Mars rules Aries. So this really is about taking the actions to make that thing happen, or to do those things that you have been putting off or brushing to the side or have just been very up in your head about. So pretty cool energies for right now. But we're going to get into the meat of this reading. Also, happy Odin's Day. Wednesday is pertinent to Odin. It is the day of knowledge. So we're going to see what's going on, Spirit. What does the collective need to know right now? Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Love, love. And then I'm going to pull this one because this one has been hopping up. Druid, hold space. Okay, so it feels like right now there's been a space that is being cultivated for you guys to really expand and to open up. And then Sage, be devoted and committed. So this is very Virgo energy as well. And this is growing your gifts, growing your abilities, and really tapping into those strengths to help bring it out into the world. And I feel like there's a need for some silencing, especially in the headspace. So meditations can be very helpful right now. And I feel like there's a lot of cultivation that is taking place right now for a lot of you. And a lot of swirling about is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there's a lot happening on the exterior. And now this is really about sitting in that hermit energy and observing, to hold space to allow these gifts to turn up and rev up. So that's pretty cool. And then we're going to pull from the Threads of Fate here. Spirit, what other messages are pertinent? We have boundaries, ongoing theme always. Yep, cultivate those strong boundaries. And Spirit, can we get one more, please? Release. Cool, cool. Okay, so this is really about doing a lot of the emotional releasing from the heart space, to allow more uplifted vibrations into your field. And then we have the warrior down at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so a lot of you may have gone through a heart cycle pertaining to the heart space, and you may be letting some connections go or some energies go that are just no longer resonant with who you are being called to do, or who you are being called to step into. And I feel like there's been a closing of a big karmic cycle between you and other energies that you can't take with you in the future. So, and now I feel like with those past lessons that you have been dealing with, this boundaries is a really big lesson for a lot of you that you will be carrying with you in the future. So we're going to pull some tarot and see what's happening. Spirit, what energies are here for my lovely collective? We have the sun. Love it. Leo season. Cool, cool. Okay. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Cool. Yay. Oh, I love this already. So already off the bat, I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are moving towards things that light you up, and the things that really help open your heart space. And then we have the devil here, which we're going to clarify. And moving towards things that bring you abundance and prosperity and new opportunities, and where you can really tap into your magic. This is a lot of that magic reading. And the These energies are vibrant and uplifting. I feel like you guys have been in a cycle where you may not have been able to fully express yourself in a lot of ways, or you have been asked to kind of put parts of you aside. And now I feel like you are learning those lessons on, I'm not going to silence parts of myself to help please others. You know, this is very much an empowered energy. And then we have Four of Swords here. And can I get 2 more, Spirit? 2 more, please. Death and rebirth, yep. Closing out a cycle. And then 1 more, please, Spirit. Justice. Awesome. Okay. So you were being asked to close something out in order to really help to balance the scales and to move forward. Got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, and Chariot is representative of Cancer. So I'm really feeling like a lot of you guys are moving towards something that brings you joy and what fills your cup up. And also I feel like you guys have been really tapping into your manifestations and really helping to cultivate the life that you want to bring into you. And I really feel like you guys have been doing a lot within the mind space as well to help shift narratives, to really kind of bust through blockages that have been keeping you stuck or keeping you in a loop. And now that you're finally implementing those strategies or what you have learned, it's really going to help bring to you everything that you want. We have the Star in the middle of the reading, and you are the star, and you deserve to be the star. So maybe a lot of you are stepping out into social media. You may be being seen more. This is a really big energy of shining your light, and we have the sun as well here. So this is very big radiant energies. And then the Magician, we are really pulling things to us. And I'm going to clarify, we have the Devil and the 5 of Wands here. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of clarifying on those. Spirit, why is the Devil here? I'm hearing releasing attachments and releasing, we have the 5 of Wands here. So releasing things that are just causing too much conflict and releasing the things that you are not moving forward on. I just feel like a redirection of your energy. And then we have the 7 of Cups here. So releasing a lot of the confusion, a lot of cloudy energy. Wow. Okay. So whatever energies that you have been in, it has been a lot of mental conflict, just things not working with the energies that you are around. And then we have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been tapping into your inner wisdom and you're pulling back. You are knowing where to put your energies and where to withhold your energies. And 5s are often cards of challenge, and especially with the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. I'm getting here that the environments that you have been in have just not been suitable for your growth. They may have been at one time, but now being in all of this is keeping you confused, and it's keeping you in a state of mental fog, and it's blocking some of your blessings that are coming forward. And that's where this Devil is. The Devil, it's about temptation and it's about attachments, and it can also represent manipulative and sometimes abusive connections. And this energy keeps you blind. It keeps you in a state of feeling depleted, and it doesn't allow you to see clearly. So they're asking that these energies are really needing to be released, and in order to really manifest the life that you are wanting, this energy is being asked to be let go of. And a lot of the times when we go through these energies, we come out on the other side with more knowledge and more wisdom, and really looking at where we have been and where we are wanting to move towards is a really, really big shift. And I feel like a lot of you are noticing and being completely aware of your surroundings, and now you're starting to make moves to be able to maneuver out. There is some sort of exit or some sort of conclusion that is happening, especially here with the Death and Rebirth card. And we have the Four of Swords, the Death and Rebirth, and the Justice down here at the bottom. So by you really resting and refueling your heart space and getting out of this environment that has left you mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, just draining on your energy, it's going to really cause a death in old cycles, old ways of thinking, old ways of operating. And it's really going to help draw in a lot of balance, and I'm hearing cohesion with others. So I'm going to get some clarity on this Five of Wands here. Spirit, why is this Five of Wands here? Tower. I feel like you guys peeped behaviors. I feel like you guys have noticed some things that are just not working. Yeah, this energy is exhausting. So with the Five of Wands, we have the Tower, the Justice, and the Seven of Wands. Some of you may have been dealing with a Libra or an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. So this Five of Wands has really caused a really big rift in your foundation. So this card can also indicate a separation. It can indicate a really big shift within your environment, your surroundings, your workplace, your home space. And I also am hearing some legal stuff going on, especially with this Justice card. But I feel like you guys have had to constantly be in this defensive mode with this Seven of Wands, and you've had to constantly have to stand up for yourself or be in a state of just being hyper vigilant. And to be in that energy long term is not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your nervous system, and it's really hard to manifest from this place because you are giving so much energy in trying to be guarded and protecting yourself that by the time you get out of this energy, you're tired, you're depleted, and you need to rest. And now I really do feel like a lot of you guys are so you may have been thinking about exiting a situation, but now I feel like you guys are really taking the action to get out of something, and that is the right thing to do. And you may feel a bit wounded, and you may feel like, you know, you have really gone through a hard battle with something, but in order for you to move forward and to step into your ultimate fulfillment, you had to go through this battle. You had to go through these really life-changing and life-altering circumstances for you to start anew and start fresh, and to have a new perspective on your current situation and how you got into a specific situation. I'm hearing for a lot of you, therapy would be very helpful and beneficial, because I do feel like there has been a lot of manipulation and some behaviors that were self-serving, and it's it's difficult to get out of this mindset. And remember to, when you have been in this mindset, or you have been somebody who has been a victim of this mindset, it's really important to ask for help. It's important to reach out, and especially to professionals who can help, and to help you reframe and shift out of a survival mode that you have been forced to be in for a continued amount of time. So I'm going to get some advice here and see what's going on. Spirit, what advice is here for the collective? Ask for help. I literally just said that. Okay, so some of you are really in situations where the lesson is to reach out and to ask people for help, because this is one of the hardest lessons for us to learn, and to be vulnerable and to really reach out and make sure that the people who are closest to us know that we need help. Pay attention. Yep. So paying attention to the red flags, paying attention to behaviors. I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling some behaviors of people, or your peeping behaviors in your body, and noticing where your body feels tense, or where it feels unaligned, or just being very aware of how your body feels around specific people and environments is also going to be giving you really big clues on what can stay and what needs to go. And then we have speak up here. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of you are needing to use your voice and to stand up for yourself and to speak up about what it is that you need. And whether it's in the workplace, whether it is in relationships, and to really hold your boundaries and to hold your truth. But a lot of this is also needing to be released, and you need to release in order to expand. So I'm hearing that some of you are also carrying resentment, which is where a lot of the times where that therapy can come in and help. And this doesn't dismiss anyone's behavior, but oftentimes resentments harm you more than it harms the other person. So you don't want to be carrying around this resentment for an extended period of time. And you can observe it and ask for it to be released. Ask your spirit, ask guides to just give it up and to transmute it. And it allows you to move in a much more healthy way, and a much more lighter way too, because the resentment will eat you up, and it doesn't hurt anybody but you. So let's see what else is going on here. Spirit. Okay. Bear. Danger, especially in money matters. Okay. So some of you may be in a specific dynamic where money has been a factor, or money has been affected, possibly by other people's behaviors, vices, addictions. So, or this may be something that you are being asked to look at to change and shift in order to get into a more financially stable place. And then we have dog barking, advice from a friend. So tapping into your environment, tapping into trusted people are going to be really helpful at this time. And then hat, you will be playing a different role. Okay, so getting into a more aligned space for you, and to get into a more aligned position at work, possibly a different relationship, or just a different experience in general. A lot of shifting is about to happen for you, and I do see the Tower here too. So just know that this change is going to reap good rewards on the other side. And then we have fair woman dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So, yeah, a lot of you are dealing with a lot of relationships and just dynamics that are no longer needed at this time. So I hope that helps. And if you guys are needing a personal reading or are wanting candles, sprays, anything, check out the shop. The link is in the description box. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your week and a beautiful Wednesday. And blessed be. Bye.